Do you find in your Christian life that it's really difficult to live in victory? And no matter how great you work at it, no matter what accomplishments you might do, straight away you're stuck in sin and you can't move on from it. Well, if you watch this video, I'll tell you how we can get beyond that. Because so many of us, and it's often straight after some great accomplishment, we might have done some great work for God, and straight afterwards, bang, the devil comes in and he attacks us and he drags us down. So how do we get over this? How is it that when we've just done something great for God, he seems to attack even more fiercely, and that's the moment that we end up falling into sin and falling to temptation? I've made 15 short videos in my short section that really tackle this subject. It's called Devil's Devices, and there's 15 parts to it. But in my last short, if you go and have a look at it, which isn't part of that series, I was playing Connect 4 with my son, and he was beating me every time. And the reason why he was beating me every time is because I was so focused on getting my yellow counters 4 in a row and forgetting his red ones. And I wasn't defending at all. I was just going on the attack all the time. He just kept beating me. And this is the thing, right? If you just keep going on the attack in your life all the time, then you will fall. Because if you're focused too much on the attack, and what do I mean by going on the attack? I mean taking the fight to the devil, which is a great thing. But if you're constantly going on the attack against the devil, and by doing things like, witnessing for him and speaking out against him and speaking up for God and what is right in this, what needs to be done in this world to overcome Satan and to spread the message. Well, if you are constantly doing that, then you're attacking the devil. You're going on the attack, and he doesn't like that. When you stick your head above the parapet, then straight away, if you're in a war zone, you're going to get shot at in the head. So that's why some Christians just lie low and they don't go on the attack. But we do need to be on the attack. But the point is this: when you are on the attack, don't forget your defense. Don't forget your defense. If I wanted to win at Connect 4, I needed to be thinking primarily about blocking my son Daniel's red counters before then seeing a way of attack. If I just go on the attack all the time, I'm going to lose. And it's the same with you. If you just go on the attack all the time, you're going to lose. You need to be people who are focused on how to defend against the devil. So how do we defend against the devil? Well, first of all, there's 3 things. First thing, we have no fellowship with him. We do nothing that would entice him or bring him into our lives. And there's lots of ways we can do that. There's things that when we come to doing those things, or even don't put off certain things in our lives that we ought to, we're giving him a way in. And again, that series of 15 shorts looks at loads of different ways that we can give the devil a foothold in our lives. So we give no room to him. We give no room to him, no foothold, no beachfront. We just say, you are not invading. You are not invading. And there's lots of ways that can take place. You just need to be sober-minded. Don't do anything or take on board anything that would lose that soberness, and keep your eyes fixed on Jesus. So have no fellowship with the devil or any of his devices or his ways. Second thing, we need to make sure that we do have fellowship with others. Well, when you're having fellowship with others, you make sure that you are accountable to them. You're talking with them. You're having conversations and discussing your day with them, and they're discussing things with you, and you can share, you can walk, you can do life together with other Christians. And by having that way of communication, those people that you can go to and have that support structure, like what you get in the church, it doesn't have to be meeting in the church to do that, then you get more supported. And the third thing is fellowship with God. If you have a strong fellowship with God, then you can combat the devil. This is your defense against the devil. And how do we have a strong fellowship with God? We come to him in prayer. We come to him through his word. We listen to what he has to say to us through prayer and reading the Bible. We build up that strong defense against the devil. And if we know the Bible really well, and we can quote it, then we can combat the devil, because that is how you fight the devil, with that sword, the word of God. So it's 3 things: have no fellowship with the devil, have fellowship with other believers, and have fellowship with God. I hope it's helped you. If it has, please subscribe and look at some of the other videos, and definitely go and check out that series of shorts, those 15 shorts on the devil's devices.